that wonderful feeling when you are new on the neighborhood. Sochi Central Market here. Фу, провинция. Фу. Придется зайти в Левкош. Railway station, Sochi. Ой, спасибо, я не знаю, как его возьму. Спасибо. It's the 30th of November. Oh no. 18 degrees, feels like summer. Just a little sneak peek. Seaport, Sochi. That's an old seaport. The new one is over there. Just yesterday I moved into this house. Right by the Rodina cinema, the tree that Yuri Gagarin, the first man in space, planted here in 1961. This is called Gagarina Street. Random palm trees. Typical Soviet architecture. Пирожки. Action massage. Medical diagnostics, brainy diagnostics, and a coffee shop, but it's a special coffee shop, it says. Let's check it out. Two-story buildings from the early Soviet times. A real coffee shop, so you'll find something else. Local vegetables and fruits. Маршрутка. I had to clean the place a little because for the Russians the concept of hospitality is very important. Before you let anybody into your flat or into your house, you have to get the house ready for that. As Russians, we think of ourselves as very hospitable people and we like to have guests around. I had to prepare. This house actually comes from 1969 and there hasn't been a lot of renovation done to this flat, and it looks like older Russian flat, not the type of flats that people getting these days, because a lot of people who get new flats, they renovate. One of the reasons why I have chosen this apartment actually for rent for the next half a year that I'm going to stay here was that it looks quite like a traditional Russian apartment. I'm going to go for a run right now. So before, I wanted to just give you a little tour around my room. It's a Sunday today, so I have time. This is the balcony of a bigger house. You can see that the ceilings are very high. It's an older house, so they still had quite high ceilings. It's a one-bedroom apartment, and these curtains remind me of the curtains that I had growing up in the countryside. as a child, and it's a little bit of a nostalgic feeling, but I usually have the curtains open, and I need to wash the window, by the way, because if I don't have the curtains open, my eyesight worsens very quickly. I always try to look further behind the window so that I could train my eyesight while I'm inside. This is my working place. That's where I do my teaching. Why I still don't have my own place is because a few years ago I was doing teaching and traveling very extensively. I was basically traveling almost the entire time, still doing teaching online, as I am a professional teacher. You choose one of the two. You cannot be saving up for your own apartment and, a car and stuff like that and traveling full time. Because traveling is pretty expensive. You either live in one place and organize your own place to your liking, or you do traveling and you basically invest in your own education, let's say, and in your own seeing the world, sacrificing some things you could have otherwise if you didn't travel. And traveling was one of the best things that happened to me in my life, and I no regrets. But now I'm living in Sochi and I'm planning to stay here. Now it's time to think about buying my own place. By the way, in the Soviet times, I don't know why, but it was very popular to decorate your living room cupboards with different kitchenware, crystal glass bowls, fruit bowls, and different plates and so on. I don't know why it was popular. Still, you see in this apartment they have some of the decorations like this. TV, I don't ever use TV because I don't have time. Unless you have dreams, you'll never reach anything. And unless you work for these dreams, it's been a lot of work done so far. When I have my own house, I'll definitely have some artworks on the walls. It adds up to the personality of the place. My wardrobe: basic knitted dresses, sweatshirts without any ornaments, sweaters again. Not that sporty, pretty classic, I would say, and pretty basic. That's a whole artificial fur. And the bathroom is pretty simple. I hate this bathroom curtain, but I'm not going to change anything because it's not my flat. I'm just renting. I feel pretty cool about not changing anything. In the kitchen, I usually have the curtain open like this so that I have this nice view on the subtropical jungle. It opens on both sides, and the window frame has no parting here. This is the balcony. If you look out of the balcony window, you can see the mountains, Caucasus Mountains, going that way. And on that side is the Black Sea. It's about 15-minute walk from here. And I chose this place because of the location. What date is it today? Is it the 12th of December? About 13 degrees outside. It's 13 to 15, I don't know, I haven't checked. The kitchen is a traditional small kitchen. For a one-bedroom apartment. When I get that kitchenware to put it on the table, I was just keeping it there because I wanted to show you, what it looks like if you decorate your cupboards in the living room with it, and it just doesn't make sense to me at the moment, but a lot of people used to do it, not so much these days. I got this coffee pot because there was none in the flat, in the local market that's just across the river, not far from here. I might show you the market as well. I'm not sure if that's gonna be today or not, but definitely I will. When I was choosing, it's like choosing a man for yourself. A woman usually thinks, oh, this man will be good for me. He will be good for me. While I was choosing this apartment, I was thinking just the same. It's not perfect. I was choosing between something more modern and something that would look that fancy. Like the previous apartment that I rented, actually, it looked quite nice and it was renovated and everything. And this one. And here, the location is better, and the general feel is that it might seem too spacious, too big and so on, but you feel quite at home here. I just picked this one because of this feel. It will be good for me. I'm going for a run and I might show you where I'm running. And I love that it's so quiet. I'm just taking a moment to enjoy. California. This coffee cost 560 rupees and tastes like a kiss. It's so weird. It's awkward. Those who has a coffee for 560, there is a supermarket. Life is hard. Winter time. What is it? Sochi in these shopping alleys is just crazy. You see, just across the lane, it's the multi-brand luxury boutique. And here, for example, is Armani. And this shop that I showed you features medium quality Chinese imitations of branded goods. They have just told me that there are 3 lines of this imitated branded goods in China, and in the markets you can get the cheapest. So here this one was medium priced, and there is also highly priced imitation. But this one looks actually pretty shabby, I don't know, low quality. It's definitely not worth it. But it's just interesting. Never knew that. But at the same time, on the left-hand side, you can see a multi-brand boutique, real fashion from the fashion houses. Когда погода не радует, радует Jimmy Choo. A pair of Jimmy Choos for $1,000. What? I'll go see something else from this top-end fashion. current problem is I cannot afford coffee anymore. But I guess new boots are better than coffee, right? Let us see. Oh my god. Could have done with anything much cheaper. I could have gotten anything like a new GoPro, let's say. But I chose not to. You know, I might stop eating probably. The shoes are too expensive. I have to go on a diet anyway, so no big deal. I'm just kidding, of course. But no delicacies, you know. The thing is, I have wine at home. This might be a little of a problem. I might need to go get something to go with the wine. I just can't stop it. I have to celebrate Saturday. What's more important? How much you put on you, or how much you know, and what kind of a person you are? To me, what I put on myself is secondary, in fact. Primary is what kind of a person I am. If I'm a shit of a person, then it doesn't matter what I wear. I'm just shit. If I'm a nice, kind, fair, honest, educated and smart person, then that's what matters, in fact, and it doesn't matter what I wear and how much I spend on what I wear. It's just clothes, you know. With the same result, I would be wearing a pair of palm tree leaves on me and it would still be me. it changes nothing. You know what, today I have some free time and I might actually show you the local market. I'm just going out to see some daylight, in fact. It's sunny today. The market is right over there across the bridge. That's the old building, and here you can get some clothes. Here you can get food. Different pickles, look at this, just anything. Oh, Jesus. Meat. Milk products. It's cottage cheese, different sorts. But oh man, what? I love food. Oh, honey. On the second floor there are different sweets. Sochi is close to all the Islamic republics. It's just across the Black Sea from Turkey, for example, so you can see some Turkish sweets here. And actually there is a lot of Eastern influence. Pomegranate juice here, freshly squeezed, that's churchiela. Oh man. And preservatives, different spices. It's a dried fruit, really different kinds. See? How do they do it? What do you want? I wonder if I can pay by card. Churchiela. That's cherry and this dried juice of white grapes. It's really... It's really very good. Нет, может одну возьму. This thing is called uruk from Tajikistan, and it's the first time I see this fruit. It's dried, as I understand it's dried on the tree. They actually said that I can try it. Let us see. Do you know this fruit? It's like this. Он с косточкой.
Да.
А те наверху тоже с косточкой?
Этот?
Угу. Без косточки. А можно 100 грамм того?
Какого?
The seed is pretty big here. They say it's really good. I'm taking a little of this. I'm also going to work a little right now. Got my laptop with me. Can I enter through here? This thing right here is a little outdated. Used to be a great building. Look at it. I still use it, in fact. But there is nothing really interesting you can get. Ooh. Pretty spooky. Let's take a look. How much? Pretty cheap. It's about $20. 20, about 17 euros. 15 probably. You like that, see? First time I visited Sochi was in the summer, and it's sort of you're visiting some Asian place with all the fresh food. It's not cheap, in fact, it's really pretty costly. I actually have to work, and I've gone out because I need to work, but I don't want to work inside, and it's a Sunday. So I'll just work somewhere where I can see some daylight. I work for myself. All the everything is on me, of course. And so Sunday obviously is a work day today, because I've been a little behind during the week, which I don't like. But it feels good anyway. It's the 13th of February. Everyone's out. I promised to show you skiing in Rosa Hutor or some other resort in Krasnaya Polyana. Did I promise to show you? I think I did. When I don't have to work. Welcome to come visit. Why are you reading the news? Do you need the news? Obviously. Done. was really disappointing. It's a red Cabernet Sauvignon. I would say a no to this wine for sure. I would never buy it again. First things, when you get the wine, first thing that you think about is the taste of grapes. And here, obviously, it should be Cabernet Sauvignon grapes, red grapes. Second thing, it's alcohol in the wine, and the third thing is acid. The acid comes because that's something that's produced in the fruit, in the grape, in the process of fermentation. In this wine, it had an extremely strong alcohol taste. It was just, when the wine had a process of fermentation lasting for too long, you just get this strong alcohol taste, almost like port wine, that you basically cannot drink. The wine that you gasp and you cannot swallow it. It's just impossible to swallow. That's exactly what this wine was. And this strong alcohol taste, together with the strong acid taste that also came as one of the components of the taste during this fermentation process, that all makes this wine taste just terrible. A definite no to this particular wine. Behind all this alcohol taste, you cannot really feel the taste of the grape, just a failure of wine. When you try the wine, there are three main components that matter. First of all, it's nose of the wine, the aroma. Second one is the palate, the taste, the roundness, the smoothness that you feel. And the third component is the finish. Finish is the aftertaste. The wine leaves nose, the palate, and the aftertaste. This wine, for example, that is a bad example of a Crimean wine. I don't remember about the nose. I think it was just a strong alcohol smell. It's not right. In the palate also there are a few components. It was strong alcohol taste. Basically you couldn't feel the taste of the grape, which you should feel first. And the second thing that you should feel in a good wine is some elements of the taste of the oak barrels where the wine was fermenting. In this wine you could not feel this as well. The aftertaste was also very numbing on the lips, very strong alcohol aftertaste, astringent. Everybody has tried some bad wine in their life. Strong taste of alcohol, especially in the red wine. It's just one of the things that illustrate how bad the wine is. If you drink it as some spirit, some kind of strong alcohol, and it's not right. Because first of all, it's a fruit alcohol drink. You have to feel the fruit flavor. Wine is made from different types of grapes, and this particular type of grape is the first thing I believe that you have to feel in this particular wine. And the second thing, as some literature on wine tasting says, is the taste of the barrels.
Alco library. Like a library with books, but there is a shop that is named Alco Library in Russia, and they sell really a lot of wines, and I hope I can get something that I need right there. In fact, library in Russian is named Biblioteka. That shop right here is named Alkoteka, basically Alco Library.
There are more Krasnodar region wines here. All this basically, and not too many Crimean wines.
Pretty happy. Got myself 2 bottles, one white, one red, Krasnodar wine. You know what I have just found out? They told me, that sweet and semi-sweet wines are actually sweetened with sugar. I have never known that. It's the first time I hear about it. And the best, the healthiest wine for you to drink is dry, because it has no added sugar in it. All the sweetness comes from the grapes. Something that I have never heard before. Thanks to Alkoteka. Now I know. I'm currently living in a rented flat, but I'm looking forward to the time I get my own, because then I'll buy nice wine glasses. And by then I have learned everything I could about the cheap wines, and I'll switch to the more expensive ones. Прекрасный момент, когда у тебя 2 пары ключей от дома.
Windows down, hair in the wind. We don't care when we're rolling in the Benz. Windows down, hair in the wind. We don't care when we're rolling in the Benz. Penthouse suite, wherever I go. First forever